G'day viewers, well, did some glyphosate spraying, got the garden all neatened up, a bit of some unwanted weeds and a bit of garden edging done. I scored this out of a scrap metal bin. Someone was having a clean up about 6 months ago. Yeah, I've took the dangerous blade off it that was held on by rust, because it wasn't holding on by much. There's no way I was going to run it with the blade that was on it. But I did get this Azito blade from Bunnings, die grinded it a bit to fit that shaft, and there's two keys like that in there. I've just made them that way wider to fit this, and voila, and a Azito blade fitted there perfectly. This is how I found it. Other than that blade, I'll make a cover to go over that. This is Scott Bonner. All I did was did the points, clean the spark plug, wash the carb out, and the fuel tank with carb cleaner, fixed, runs good. Changed the oil a bunch of times. The fuel tank had a bit of rust in it that was leaking. I was able to bronze that up a little bit, and she's good to go. No leaks now. It is, there's some numbers on this thing. Code 77122 1977. It's a 1977 model, this device. Very good edger. I've lubed up the wheels, they're free, lubed all this up, this all works now. Works really well. Yeah, it works, a nice little score. I had to fix this up because it fell apart, so I just put some solar duty metal zip ties just to hold it. This is a really good edger. It's a good score. That runs real nice. Another little, I also got one of these induction heaters. These are really good for all sorts of things. I've broke a couple of my scribes. So what I've done, I've sharpened the points, induction heated them, and bent them again. Fixed them. They're a bit shorter, but it's alright. I was able to fix those. And some my old electrician screwdrivers that broke over time. I don't throw things like this away. That's what I've done. Done the same. Induction heater. I sharpened the point where it broke off. Took the sleeving off it because it's going to melt. Induction heater and bent it. Now I've got a good scribe. Same with this one. Yeah, every time I break a screwdriver, I never throw these out. So, work really well. Induction heater is all you need. They work really well for that. So, it's a good little trick. You don't like throwing things out, as I don't like throwing things out. This is not too broken, but I might scrub this one as well. I think I will actually. No, I won't yet. Bugger it. I'll do this one. I'll sharpen it up and I'll give you a little, I'll make it a bit more of a hook, this one. There we go. This will be a knob scribe, a very knobby one. That's alright. Put it in the vise. I'm going to make a bit more of an angle on this one. I'll clamp it in like so and bend it a bit more around like a hook shape. So basically what we'll do, I'll get the cord caught in there. I'll heat it up like so. Before it cools down. That's kind of how I want it. That give it good for pulling O-rings and stuff out. So, get behind something, pull them out. Still hot. That's to be expected. Bit of glue and stuff all over it from whenever I've done this with cleaning out tips of silicone tubes with it. Not quite enough to make that plastic deform, but look at that. There we go. All sorts of handies you can do with broken screwdrivers. These are all German screwdrivers too. I've hammered these things and yeah, they're good quality metal. More than good enough for that. There we go. How good's that? Handy, handy, handy. You can also induction heat this and stick it into a new plastic handle. But you got to get the temperature not too hot. That's a weed puller, or a snake tongue I'll call it. I could actually put a, I might even consider putting a screwdriver handle on this and make it as a nail puller. That's a good idea. A little think of lifting at screws and nails and under bolts. If I've got a bolt that's been a stubborn pain in the ass, I could go like that, put pressure on it and undo it. There it binds. Might put a good handle on that. That handle's probably too small, yeah. That one's too small. I get another old screwdriver with a big chunky handle on it and I'll just save it for that and I'll make it a little tool. That's too cheap. That's for that. And I'll put it aside. I'll come across a handle somewhere. I'll make that for a little a snake tongue tool, or lifting out nails or lifting out bolts or something, or a wedge tool. All sorts of handies to do with broken screwdrivers. I've organised all my stuff now. I can actually put things away now. I know where things are. Kind of got out of hand. Just things are everywhere. I just lost track of where everything was, and I was just getting bogged down trying to find things to do half the jobs around here. Sorted now. Another little trick I'll show you. If you're a scrapper and there's ferrous metals inside this thing. This has got brass in it and copper, so it won't do much. But if there was ferrous metals in this thing, then you just do this. I don't think it's going to do much because it's non-ferrous. Nah, it's non-ferrous, so nothing's going to happen. So if you're a scrap, oh, it's a bit warm. That's not enough, not magnetic enough. If there was non-ferrous metal in here, that will make a melt out of this for scrap. So, little something to keep in mind. These little induction heaters are very handy. Anyway. There we go, some rusty bits. I can induction heat those off. Anyway, that'll be enough for now. Thanks for watching.